Let x be a number which exceeds its square by the greatest possible quantity. Then x is equal to... Okay class, what will happen if you mix 3 pieces of kamote, 2 pieces of saba, and 1 piece of gabi? Ilang kamote ang kakainin mo?
Ma'am, it will become ginataan or binignit. Well, 3 pieces pa din ng kamote ang kakainin ko.
Listen to Matsaya with Sir Raymond.
Only here at DYDC-FM 104.7, your Development Campus Radio.
Hello, ma'am. Welcome to the Kananan ni Lola Basha.
DYDC, Disaster Alisto Tips.
DYDC.
There's a song deep inside I can't erase. It's all about this amazing place, a home that we all can share. Listen to the music, see the sights to see. We got a very scenic university. VSU in my heart, VSU in my heart. Listen to the music, sing with us a song. VSU in my heart.
There is so much this school has given me, the sunsets and truths beside commodity. Oh, how can I repay?
Listen to the music, sing it here, it's here at the Visayas State University. VSU in my heart, VSU in my heart. Listen to the music, sing with us a song. VSU in my heart.
Well, it's here at the Visayas State University.
VSU in my heart, VSU in my heart. Listen to the music, sing us a song. VSU in my heart,
VSU in my heart, VSU in my heart.
I was walking down the road one day. Happy people smile along the way, and the sceneries turn on my fantasy. There's a lot of opportunities that point me to who I could be. It's a life-changing university. You call it beautiful, it's true, but I have one thing to say to you. I believe there is more to what you see. You call it paradise, but I call it home. When I'm far away, the memories bring me closer through a daydream. Suddenly, the song came back to me. You call it beautiful,
DYTC.
The sunset's warm embrace gives delight.
Alright, good afternoon, good afternoon. Today is November 16, 2020. Today is a Monday, first day of the week. Kumusta nga to kahapon ng mga ka-DYDC? Kumusta nga to mga ka-gentihan di akaroon niya na minaw? Good afternoon and once again, welcome to our program. This is Matsaya with Sir Raymond. Usa na pod ka oras ang ato pag-aubanan, usa na pod ka pagtulunan. Ang ato hibaw-an karon no, usa na pod ka mabungahon no nga topic ang ato election or i-discuss karon. But before that, allow me to greet once again good afternoon to all my students out there nga naminaw karon sa ako mga business mathematics students no ug ang ako mga mathematics of investment no nga mga estudyante nga naminaw karon. Alright, usa ato mga ginikanan ug mga kasuking mga tigpaminaw nga naminaw karon sa mga kasipit nga barangay. Maayong kahaponon kanatong tanan. And our topic for today will be talking about salaries and wages no kaning ato gitawag nga mga sweldo ug unsa mo ato ni siya hibaw-an no kung unsa man ni siya. And how to compute no our own salary or wage ug naapod ato ma-discuss diha ang mga nagkalain-lain nga mga deductions sa inyo mga payslips. Alright, so stay tuned lang mo diha kay later on before ta mag-end sa ato programa natin ipanghatag ng mga prizes. Manghatag tag free load kung kamo ang maswerte nga makadaog sa ato trivia question. Natay duha ka questions nga ato ihatag karon and of course no each question or each correct answer matagaan mo og 50 pesos worth of load. Alright, and of course, before na ninyo tubago ng ato pangutana later on, you have first no to listen no our program. Dilan ta mahuman o dilan ta magdugay, mahumartag wala pa alas 5 siguro. Alright, so our learning outcomes, amo na siyang ato mga dapat studyhan no, or ato dapat katunan karong hapuna. Alright, so we have here, we should be able to define salary, wage, income, and benefits. So napo tayo later on no, ato pod i-flash o ato pod hibaw-an kung unsa man ang mga benefits na inyo pwede makuha kung ikaw nagtrabaho sa usa ka government agency or even sa usa ka private agency. And of course, we should be able to compute for the salary and wage. Natin mga examples later on that we'll discuss no further our lesson for today, and you will know more about wage and salary. Alright, but before that, no, sa mga nag-join, no, nag-watch sa ato live streaming karon. So ato ni siya tubagon no, just comment your answer there sa ato comment section sa ato live chat diha. So what is your dream job? So unsa man para ninyo kung for example ikaw teacher ka karon pero unsa man mao ba jud na ang imo dream job? Or kung ikaw estudyante pa karon unsa man di ang imo gusto jud no nga mahimong imo profession no in the future? So naa ba kay gustong trabaho puhon? So kung naa kay gusto ikatubag no, i-comment lang diha ano sa ato comment section kaya para ato na siya mabasa.
There is so much this school has given me, the sunsets and truths beside commodity. Oh, how can I repay?
Listen to the music, sing it cheer to cheer at the Beside State University. Yes, you in my heart. Yes, you in my heart.
Alright, and our next question is what are your considerations in choosing your career? So unsa man ang imo unsa man imo mga considerations, no, kung kani ako gusto nga kani ako gusto na trabaho kay dako og sweldo, or wala ka kaayo nagmind sa sweldo, basta kay ang importante lipay og malipayon ka sa imo pagtrabaho. So unsa man ang mga considerations, no, nga imo gipili nga kana imo gusto, no, nga mahimong trabaho. Alright, so compensation is a way to provide monetary value to employees in exchange of their work or service performed, and it is usually presented in payroll. So, mao ni siya ang nga rin nato makita, no, kung pila na imo sweldo ana nga buwana, ana nga adlaw, or ana nga semana, no. So later on you will know the different bases, no, kung kanus aka pwede bayaran, kininsinas or sinimana or binuwan. So, gross pay or the gross earnings is the total amount of employees earning before deduction have been made by the employer. It may be in the form of salary or wage, on either a time rate or a piece rate, and other forms of remunerations. Okay, so kanang gross pay is your total, no? Total pa na nimong sweldo, wala pa na siya iban sa mga deductions, sa tax o sa uban pa nga mga deductions or nakuna kay mga loan. So that is the gross pay or your gross earnings. No, happy listening to Shilan Ruiz, no, my student nga namin, no, karon. Good afternoon to you. So stay tuned lang dihaan, no. And naata ipangutana later on, and kung ikaw ang makatubag sa to pangutana, then of course, no, you will be given 50 pesos worth of load. Alright, so as we continue, so wage on the other hand is the monetary remuneration computed on hourly or daily, weekly, or piecework basis. Kasi kani siyang wage, sometimes mao ni siya ang ihatag kaninyo, or mao ni siya ang isweldo, no, ihatag ninyo kung ibayad sa inyong mga expert nga mga services. And in most cases, kani siyang wage is based ni siya kung inuras or inadlaw or sinimana, no, meaning ang wage man go dili ni siya regular, no, dili siya regular nga kanang every week nimo makuha. Siguro kada lang nga semana nakadawat ka og monetary remuneration, it's because kana lang nga semana ang imo services nga gi-render, diba? O sa nang giingon na nato sa uban gani kanang pakyaw lang na, oo, so kana siya. Okay, so pakyaw na nimo usa ka adlaw or usa ka semana. Okay? So dili man ka kada adlaw or dili man ka kada semana or kada bulan, all throughout the year na ay pakyaw, di ba? So kung dili gani siya regular nga pagdawat sa imo sweldo, then that is a wage. Okay? A fixed weekly or monthly wage is usually called a salary. So kana ganing regular na nimo madawat nga na nakahiwatonon, okay? After the end of the month or after or every 15th day of the month, okay, na akay dawatonon nga a fixed value. Okay, that is your salary. And that is all throughout, no? So dili kay yes, you are paid based on your services rendered, pero regular basis siya. Salary can also be computed in a prorating annual salary or time basis pay or by piece work. So buto sabot, if your contract states there, no, if your contract nag-state ngadto, no, nga your annual salary is 300,000. So and then you decided that you will be receiving your salary by month or by week or whatsoever, kung depende sa imo gusto, no? Depende po sa inyo pagsabot sa employer. Okay, so i-divide na nimo ang 300,000 kung by month ang imo gusto, then you have to divide the 300,000 by 12, and that is your monthly salary. That is your gross salary pa, gross pay or gross earnings, no? Kay wala pa nato gikuha ang mga deductions, no, your GSIS, SSS, PhilHealth, pag-ibig o unsa pa na mga deductions diha. Alright, so I hope nga naklaro nato, no, ang kaibahan ni wage og ni salary. Now you have to remember that kung weekly salary, no, as I have mentioned a while ago, that if your employer or ang inyo kontrata, no, nga inyo kaagrihan, no, sa imo between you and your employer is by week, so your annual salary should be divided by 52 weeks, because we have to consider that there are 52 weeks in 1 year. So your weekly salary would be divided, your annual, no, salary would be divided by 52 weeks, and that is your salary per week. If kung gusto pa din mo bi-week or bi-weekly salary, then your annual salary will be divided by 26 and that is your bi-weekly salary, no? O kanang gitawag nato nga every other week, no? And then semi-monthly salary, so mao ni siya ang kanang kininsinas. Oo, so first 15 days, then the other 15 days now of the month, so you'll be receiving your salary. Right? So you have to divide your annual salary by 24. Okay? And if monthly, so mao na siyang imo siya i-divide by 12 because there are 12 months in a year. Okay? Alright, so other way of computing the remuneration of employees by using the formula for EMR. And what does EMR states? EMR stands for the equivalent monthly rate of monthly paid employees. So, ang imo lang buhaton ana is you have to divide again your rate per day, imo rate per day or applicable daily rate. If you are being paid by, for example, 500 pesos per day, then times 365. Now we have to consider the complete number of days in a year. So that's 365 divided by 12. That's 12 months. So your monthly salary would be kana siya nga formula ang imo gamitan, right? So the factor of 365 days consists of 302 ordinary days or working days. No, that's from Monday to Friday. And 51 rest day, that includes your Saturday and Sundays, no? And then 10 regular holidays and 2 special holidays. Alright, so that is 365 days. Okay, so that is what EMR, no, or the equivalent monthly rate is. So example, for an employee who earns an annual salary or annual income of 260,000 pesos, what is the weekly salary, bi-weekly salary, the monthly salary, and the semi-monthly salary? Okay, so ato ni siya i-compare, no? O kung pila ang iya madawat weekly, bi-weekly, semi-monthly, or monthly. So first, so we are given, no, ako jud balik-balik ko, no, you have in solving word problems, specifically in mathematics, it is very useful that you have to consider first the given, no, identifying first the given in the problem para mas systematic ug dili ka masaag. And as you go along with your solution, the process of your solution, then mag-guided ka, no, guided ka. Alright, so we are given that our annual salary is 260,000 pesos. So, our weekly salary would be annual salary divided by 52. Ano 52 again? Because that is 52 weeks, no? So, that is 260,000 divided by 52, and that is equal to 5,000 pesos. Okay?
School has given me the sunsets and truths beside commodity. Oh, how can I repay?
Listen to the music, sing it cheer to cheer. At the Visayas State University, feels you in my heart, feels you in my heart. Listen to the music, sing with us a song, feels you in my.
How about for a bi-weekly salary, no? So we have to divide our annual salary by 26. So 260,000 divided by 26. So for bi-weekly nga salary, the employee will be receiving a 10,000 pesos. Okay? And for semi-monthly, mo nang gitawag na nga quincenas. So annual salary divided by 24. So kanang 52, 26, 24, those are constant, no? How did we get that one? Ato lang na siya gi-divide, no? We know that in 1 year we have 52 weeks, and then we have 26 bi-weekly, and then we have 24 semi-monthly and 12 monthly. Okay, so for monthly, that's the annual salary divided by 12. So 260,000 divided by 12, that's 21,666.67. So depende man na sa inyo kontrata nga inyo gipermahan sa ikaw o sa employer. Kung if you wanted to have your salary, no, by week, by weekly, or semi-monthly or monthly. So, depende na ninyo. Okay? So, kung naakay annual salary, meaning kung naakay annual salary nga 260,000 pesos, then your monthly salary would be equal to 21,666.67.
That brought me to who I could be. It's a life change.
Alright? So, that's how you are going to compute your salary.
You call it beauty.
Alright, so we have some examples or some methods in computing our salary. So, sa ako pag-mention ganiha, there are different methods in computing your salary or wage, no? For the first method, we have the time basis pay. So, most of the time, especially in office-related works, employees' earnings are based on time worked. The compensation is usually stated as specific rate per hour, day, week, month, or year. Again, it is based kung depende sa inyong contract, no? But let's say for example, in an institution, for example, in an institution for part-time instructors, di ba? For example, there are some institutions that are paying part-time instructors per hour, meaning for example 250 per hour. So if that specific day kana siyang part-time instructor is working for 3 hours or teaching 3 hours, then his salary or wage for that day would be 250 times 3, and that is 750. So in that particular day, that employee will receive a 750, but it doesn't mean that every day siya magdawat ng 750, no? Depende pa na sila sabot kung kanus aniya dawaton, no, kay pwede man na siya i-accumulate, and then at the end of the month niya kuhaon ang iya salary for 15 days.
But I have one thing to say to you. I believe there is more to what you see. You call it beautiful and true, but I have one thing.
Right, so example for that, Aaron Esper receives 82 pesos 0.5 or 82.5 pesos an hour and works for 37 hours this week. Find his gross pay.
Paradise, but
Okay, so the solution given, the following given are hourly rate, which is 82.5, the number of hours worked, 37 hours, regular pay is equal to the number of hours worked times the hourly rate. So ang iya number of hours worked is 37 hours, so times 82.5, so ang iya gross pay for that specific week or that particular week is 3,052.5. Okay, so another example, we have Marwan was paid 76.3 per hour. Find her gross earning for the week during which she worked 44 hours. So again, you just have to multiply the 44 hours, 44 hours times 76.3 ang iya rate per hour. So therefore, ang iya sweldo, or gross earning for that particular week which she worked 44 hours is equal to 3,357.2. Okay? So if you have some questions or clarifications, you can just comment that one to our chat box, no? And I'll be reading that one, and we'll entertain your questions later on. What is the gross pay for a non-supervisor employee who earns 72.3 an hour and works the following hours during a 1-week period? So mao ni siya ang iya given, no, na ay days. Monday nag-work siya 8 hours, Tuesday 6 hours, Wednesday 7 hours, Thursday 5 hours, Friday 8 hours. Now by the way, in our discussion for this afternoon, wala pay apil ani ang mga overtime pay, no? Wala pay apil ani ang mga overtime pay. That would be our next lesson, ang mga overtime pay. Unsa ang pag-compute o pagkuha, no, kun na kay mga overtime. Okay? So the solution, so we have to get first the total number of hours nga iya na work for that particular week. No, for Monday na ay 8 hours, for Tuesday 6, for Wednesday 7, for Thursday 5, for Friday 8. So na siya total nga 34 hours in that particular week. Okay, so nag-work siya for a total of 34 hours. So ang iya rate is 72.3 man. Unya nag-work siya og 34 hours, so 34 times 72.3. So in that week, naa siya sweldo nga 2,458.2. Alright? And the next method on finding or computing your salary is the piece rate pay. Now, unsa man pud ni ang piece rate pay? Kani siya kasagaran ani is applicable if you are working on a factory, or in a factory wherein your salary is based on the number of products or goods nga imo na produce. Let's say for example, you are working on kanang mga staff toys, di ba? So ang imo sweldo ana is not on hourly basis or weekly or daily basis, but your salary or wage might be on a piece rate pay. Meaning kung pila ka book ang imo na produce multiplied to the rate. Kung for example per staff toy nga imo na produce, you will be paid of 100 pesos. So kung pila ka book imo na produce multiplied sa imo rate, then that would be your salary or wage, right? So that is what is meant by piece rate pay. So workers on factories and industries are often paid according to the number of pieces or units they reproduce or produce, which is usually called as the piece rate pay. So man ako gihong ganihan, no? So the formula to get this one is just very simple, okay? So the number of working hours times the rate per hour. So kung per hour ang iya pag sweldo, or the number of units produced times the rate per unit. Okay, pero sa ako nahibaw-an, in most cases, ang per hour gihapon ang ila rate. Pero naagya po yung mga dagko nga mga companies, no? There are still some companies who are also which gives sa mga trabahante nila nga per unit ang ila rate, no? Kung pila ka buok ang na-produce, then maupod ang ila ibayad, no? So the premium pay is equal to the extra units divided by the quota units times the standard pay. Naana po tay term nga nahibaw-an niya rin kanang quota. Meaning, let's say for example, each employee will be given a quota. So, for example, in each day, dapat makaproduce mag 20 pieces or 20 units. Onya, a particular person produces 25. So, na siya sobra nga 5 ka unit. So, additional na po ito niya nga pay. Okay? So, the total pay is the standard pay plus the premium pay, if any. So, kung naa siya premium pay, then he or she will be paid with the standard pay plus the premium pay. Pero kung wala siya premium pay, so standard pay lang ang iya makuha. Okay? Example. Assume Joseph is paid 14 pesos for every small bag he makes. If he produced 250 small bags, what are his total earnings? So the rate per piece is 14 pesos. So you multiply that one to 250 pieces, no? Kaya na may 250 ka small bags ang iya na reproduce. Alright? So that's 14 times 250, that is equal to 3,500. So for that particular job nga iya gitrabaho, so nakadawat na siya og 3,500. Alright? The next way or method on finding a wage or salary is what we term as the benefits of a wage earner. Okay? So before nato makuha ang ato gitawag nga net pay, naapod tayo gitawag nga mga benefits of a wage earner. Okay? So aside sa inyo makuha ang mga standard pay or premium pay, naapod tayo mga benefits na inyo makuha or nga ato makuha. Either if you are working on a private or sa government or public nga mga agencies. So there are some government mandated benefits such as SSS or the Social Security System, government or the GSIS or the Government Social Insurance Security, the PhilHealth, and the Pag-ibig or the HDMF. May pa ang salary or wage kinapay Pag-ibig, no? Alright, so the following mandatory deductions are payroll deductions and the employer is required by the law to deduct each day period. Alright, so before ta magpadayon, the first one to comment the meaning of Pag-ibig, the complete meaning of Pag-ibig, kay acronym ang good ni siya, no? So the first one to comment the the complete meaning of Pag-ibig will be given the 50 pesos worth of load. That's our first trivia for today. Alright, so i-comment lang diha ang unsa man ang full aning Pag-ibig na naay meaning ni acronym man na siya. Okay, so comment your answer there. So the following mandatory deductions are payroll deductions the employer is required by the law to deduct each day or each pay period. So let's start with the SSS. So SSS is a social security protection to workers in the private companies or institutions. Some of the benefits covered by being a member of the SSS are sickness, disability, retirement, maternity, death, and funeral. GSIS is a counterpart of social security protection for government employees. Right? So kung naa ka sa government, so GSIS ang imo benefit nga makuha. For private na SSS. Pero naapoy uba na bisag if you are not working, no, or even if you are working in a government or on a government institutions, you can still apply for SSS. Pero ikaw personal magbayad, no, sa ila office or depende, no, kung asa mo mode of payment. And then the next benefit is PhilHealth is a program focused in giving priority to health for both government and private institutions. Some of the benefits covered by being member of PhilHealth are inpatient or outpatient coverage and other special benefit packages. So naapin na diha ang mga kanang bayad ninyo sa pagstay sa hospital, no, kung na-confine mo, naiuban ang kanang mga check-up, no, sa doctor, and then napuyuban ang kanang mga operations, no, for example. So you can charge, no, na kanang inyong mga payment, or you can charge that one sa PhilHealth. Alright, so we have nag-comment nga rin, no, si Ace Bandibas. Let's find out if nakuha niya ang ato first trivia question. The first trivia question again is what is the full meaning of pag-ibig, because that is an acronym. So ang answer nga rin ni Ace Bandibas is pagtutulungan sa kinabukasan, ikaw, bangko, industriya at gobyerno. Alright, so that is correct, no? That is correct. So later on, i-chat lang sa ako ang imo cellphone number, any network. Ato na siya load of 50 pesos worth of load. And then napati usa ka question ang ato ihatag later on. So kung kinsa na pod ang makatubag sa ato pangutana. So congratulations to Ace Bandibas. So siya ang ato unang dumadaog, no, sa ato trivia question for today.
But we may never know the things that lie ahead.
Alright, so let's proceed. So Pag-ibig, or the Home Development Mutual Fund, is a national savings program and an affordable savings, shelter, or housing financing for both private and government workers. Some of the benefits for being a member of Pag-ibig are Provident Savings Benefit, Overseas Program, Housing Bonds, Provident Loan, and Housing Loan. Okay, so muna siya ang mga pwede ninyo, no, makuha, no, kung naakay Pag-ibig or HMDF. So kung naakay plano pagtukod sa imo kaoryo nga balay, you can, no, pwede ka mag-apply og housing loan sa Pag-ibig. Some of the common benefits sponsored by the company are as follows. So mangita tag mga company nga mo offer ani nga mga benefits. Okay, so bereavement leave, birthday leave, car plan, Christmas gifts, Christmas or bonus. Speaking of, baka naman. Family day leave, hospitalization insurance, life and accident insurance, living allowance, meal allowance, medical benefits, night differential per diem or per dime. So pwede ako na siya gi-check ganiya sa Miriam, no? Maram dictionary. Alright, so kasagaran ani are makuha ninyo, no, sa government. Some private institutions or companies nag-offer pod ani nga mga benefits, no, for their employees. Napailain, no, we have also perfect attendance. Na ay mga bonus ay hatag sa mga naka-perfect og attendance. Performance bonus, prescription drug allowance, rest day official business, retirement plan, salary loan, scholarship program, signing bonus, wala pa ka nakasay sa imo trabaho, nag-sign pa lang ka sa kontrata na anakay madawat nga sweldo. And this is very applicable, no, to bigger companies nga mga or mga establishments or mga agencies, mga dagko, mga signing bonus, labi na og kanang needed kaayo ang imo expertise sa anang company. So special leave, transportation allowance, uniform allowance, sa mga government na ani siya kaning uniform allowance, and the wellness program.
There's a song deep inside
Okay, so those are some no of the benefits nga pwede niyo makuha. And once again, most of these benefits can be makuha nato from the government agency. Pero naagyapon uban no mga private institutions nga mohatag ato nga mga benefits. Example, the Personal Department of Commercial Bank is preparing annual reports on employee benefits, particularly the bank tellers. The bank teller annual salary is 238,200. Given the following benefits below, what are the total benefits and what is the rate of the benefits? Okay, so mao ni ang iya benefits nga makuha: vacation pay, medical allowance, rice subsidy, clothing allowance, medical allowance, Christmas bonus. O diba, dakuha sa Christmas bonus, sana all na 60,000 Christmas bonus. Alright, and the total na iya makuha is 81,200, diba? Bonus, ay kuan pa lang na siya, benefits pa lang na, wa pa lang na sa iya annual salaries. Alright, so the rate of benefit would be the total divided by the annual gross salary. So, ang iya total benefit is 81,200. You divide that one by 238,000 times 100. So, you will have a 34.09%. So, that's the rate of benefit nga iya nakuha. Imagine, 34% of her or his annual gross salary ang iya benefits nga nakuha, di ba? So the total benefits of a bank tellers are 81,200 and the rate of benefits is 34.09%. Another example, suppose Mr. John Leonard has a basic monthly salary of 13,000. Determine his monthly contributions in SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig or HMDF. Now this time, we will be using or utilizing a table nga gihatag no sa kanang ato magamit ani. So, naghatag na siya sa mga company or institutions or sa government nga ato makuha no kung asa na belong ang ato range no. Good afternoon to Alvin Nopal. So, SSS contribution, to find the SSS monthly contribution, let us look at the SSS contribution table. So, mo ani siya nga table ang ato makit-an no. Kana siya. Ing ani nga table lang ato. So if your salary is 13,000, para sa to example ganiha, if your salary is 13,000, so under na siya ani nga range kanang 12,750 to 13,249.99. Okay? So meaning naka-ER og EED ang imo ihatag, the employee's share is 472 and the employer's share, okay, contribution ang ihatag sa imo institution or sa company is 957.70. So naay total nga 1,430. Okay? So mao na siya. So that's his total monthly contribution is 472 ang katong iya part, then napoy counterpart ang iya employer, no? And that is 957.7, so ang total is 1,430. So mao na ato makita no sa kana siya nga table. And mao po ni siya nga table ang gamiton no kung tan-aw ninyo sa inyo parents, for example, mangutana mo pila ila monthly salary. So tan-awa diha asa nga range no kung pila pod ang imo share o share sa company. Okay? For the PhilHealth naman contribution, no, PhilHealth contribution, since the basic monthly salary of Mr. John Leonard is 13,000, his personal PhilHealth contribution is 162.5. So naapod ani nga table. No? So kanipod nga table ato tan-aon. So ang iya monthly salary is 13,000, so nabilong siya ani nga range. Okay? So naa siya employee or employee share is 162 and the employer share is 162. So ang total niyang premium no for that PhilHealth is 325 pesos. So 50-50 no, 50 imo ihatag, 50 pod ang ihatag sa company. Right? So mao man na siya, perks man na siya or benefits man na siya nga imo makuha no sa company. Right? And for the Pag-ibig naman, Pag-ibig contribution, the table shown below shows that any salary higher than 5,000 or monthly above 5,000 need to contribute 100 for both employee and employer. Okay? So thus, since ang monthly salary ni John Leonard is 13,000 which is higher than 5,000, so naa siya dapat nga monthly contribution nga 100 and at the same time no mag-contribute pod og 100 pesos ang iya employer. Alright? So naa siya 200 pesos nga share. Alright? So, that is pag-ibig. So, a total niyang share or deduction is ang PhilHealth, pag-ibig, ug SSS. Diba? I-total to nimo. So, mao to siya ang total deductions, no, sa imo sweldo. And you can have, after deducting, no, your gross salary minus your deductions, then that would be your net pay. Example, Miss Villanueva is a store manager in a fine dining restaurant. She earns a monthly salary equivalent to 36,000. Find her monthly contribution to SSS, PhilHealth, and Pag-ibig. Alright, so ato gihapon gamiton ang table, no? So SSS is 581. So ato gigamit nga no kay ang iya sweldo is 36,000. So ato lang tan-aw ngadto sa ato table, no? Ato lang ay matrix nato kung asa mo intersect siya. So, and we can find, no, that SSS is 581, PhilHealth is 437, Pag-ibig is 100, and naapoy employer, no, nga share sa ako pagkaingon, naapoy share ang employer. So, total niyang contribution is 2,835. Rather, 2,835 is the total deductions, no, sa iya sweldo. Okay? Or benefits nga makuha. Rather, the benefits nga makuha is 2,835. So, ang moiban sa iya sweldo is ang kanang 581 o 437 o 100. No? Mao lang na ang moiban. Dili na siya ibanan sa kanang 1,178, 437 o 100. Kay that is the share, no, nga kuhaon or ihatag sa iya employer. Okay? Now, let's proceed to the last topic. We have the taxable and the non-taxable benefits mo. Mangutana mo, sir, unsa man ang mga taxable o unsa man ang mga non-taxable nga mga benefits, no, nga ako makuha kung employee ko sa usa ka government or private institution. The imposition of a mandatory tax of the government of a country to their citizens is called taxation. And taxation or taxes are important, no, in our country or in any government. Kay mao man guna ang gamiton pod for development, no, in our country pod. Mo nang gamiton pag produce or pag build, no, og mga bridges, mga road, no, infrastructures, buildings, education, og nara pod kuhaon, no, ang some of the budget nga gamiton sa ato government para pagpadayon sa development sa usa ka country, right? So tax revenue is the major source of financing public services in most countries in the world, like in the Philippines. Okay, so tax revenue is also used for income redistribution, economic stabilization, and regulating commodities or services consumption, maintenance of highways and roads, and other services provided by the government. All right, so it's very important that we should be a responsible taxpayer, no, dapat kunting bayad na og mga taxes, dapat ato ujud tarongon og bayad ang ato mga tax. Yes, no? That's right, Alvin. No? Taxation helps for the development of our country. Exactly. So that's why we are encouraged, no, to pay our taxes religiously. All right. So next, there are many kinds of taxes, including sales tax, property tax, income tax, import tax, and others. This section is limited to the discussion of income tax. Okay, so income tax lang ang ato i-discuss nga rin, no? So according to the Revenue Regulations number 5-2011 issued by the Bureau of Internal Revenue or the BIR, with respect to the minimis benefits which are exempt from withholding tax on compensation or the fringe benefits tax are the following. So mo ni siya ang mga kanang non-taxable kumbaga, no? So monetize unused vacation leave credits of private employees not exceeding 10 days during the year. Okay, so non-taxable na siya. Monetize the value of vacation and sick leave credits paid to government officials and employees. Medical cash allowance to dependents of employees not exceeding 750 per employee per semester of 125 per month. Rice subsidy of 1,500. Most probably that's equivalent to 1,500 pero kulang na karon sa usa ka sako kaya ang usa ka sako sa bugas karon is already 2,000 plus. Oo, so sa una pa na 2011 pa ni siya. Uniform and clothing allowance not exceeding 4,000 per annum. So mao na siya ang mga non-taxable. Karon murag 5,000 naman siguro, nag-increase naman siguro ang clothing allowance, no, 5,000 na. Actual medical assistance, medical allowance to cover medical and healthcare needs. Employees Achievement Awards, no, for the length of service and other awards, okay? Gifts during Christmas and major anniversary celebrations not exceeding 5,000. Daily meal allowance for overtime work. So wala na siya tax, right? What else? Laundry allowance. Okay? Okay, so below is a sample pay slip of an employee which includes the different gross earnings and deductions. So example ni siya sa ato makita sa payroll, no, or pay slip, no, sa usa ka trabahante. So for example, company name, no, importante dyan na siya sa usa ka pay slip or payroll nga na company name. So WSS Corporation for the month of October year 2016. Employee name, Sofia Judel Sirog. Employee number or ID, no, 0113. So yeah, gross earnings. So ang basic pay, monthly pay is 35,000. Then na siya overtime pay nga 5,000. Clothing allowance 300. Medical allowance 125, laundry allowance, rice allowance, meal allowance. So naa siya gross earnings nga a total of 45,675. Okay, so naa siya gross earnings kanang 45,675. Dili pa na mao ang iya madawat, no? So naa siya deductions, SSS premium. So going back to our table, imutan-aw niya to kung asa na belong ang iya range sa iya basic pay 35,000. So pila man ang iya SSS premium. So naa siya nakabutang diha ang 581.3. Unya sa PhilHealth premium, again, based sa table, that's 437.5. And then pag-ibig 100. SSS salary loan, oo, kay nag-loan man siya, so nag-iban, no? So 1.8, then pag-ibig loan 4,750. Then late or tardiness o deduction kay na late siya. So 1,000. Withholding tax, no? O withholding tax. Siguro dako siya tax kay wala siya dependent. O, so na siya tax nga 10,674.89. So ang iya net pay karon is 45,000 or the gross earnings minus the deductions. So that's 45,675 minus 26,331.31. So ang iya net pay now, 19,343.69. So therefore, the net pay is 26,331.31. So mao na lang na ang iya net pay, meaning ang iya makuha anang a month, no? 26,000 na lang. And then references. So thank you so much, no? So for listening and watching our discussion, no, for today. So I hope nga naamoy nakatuna, no, sa ato pagtulunan karon. And for our next trivia question, right, so for our next trivia question worth 50 pesos worth of load. So the question is, give at least one nga non-taxable benefits, no? So give at least one non-taxable benefit or benefits nga kung maka-provide kag duha, why not? Or tulo, kaya at least one malakaw gipangayo. Pero kung maka-provide kag daghan, why not? So the first one to comment that one sa the comment section will be given 50 pesos worth of load. Allow also me to greet my friends nga nagsaulog sila mga aranotawhan karon. Happy birthday to Pia Plimaco, Paterno Bintulan, Cesar Pabia, John Raymart Maalat, happy birthday. Shan Yamas, Sunshine Lumigid, Kaka Cabezas, Maria Janeth Padrique, Rose Ann Soronio, and MJ Tampipe, Maria Lourdes Martinez, and Fritz Ayan Eli. Happy birthday to all of you.
Eagle in the sky when I look into your eyes.
The sunset's warm embrace gives delight in many ways, and it
Laundry what?
surprise.
Be specific or it should be complete, Alvin. Kung saan man ang laundry, magpa-laundry ka.
When I'm with you, I see color in
Alright, no, sa ato, nakadaogan niya si Ace Bandibas. Kindly message me your number para malawdan na to 50 pesos later on.
brighter than my yesterday. Oh, the world is mine. high lows, but we may never know the things that lie ahead.
The time may certainly fly
Housing
to
allowance,
say goodbye, but your friend
rice subsidy.
ran.
Siguro ato na lang siguro ihatag ni Alvin, no, Sir Ace Bandibas, kaya para napoy chance. But congratulations, no, your answer is still correct. Pero ato lang po ihatag ang chance karon kay Alvin Nopal. Para kamuduhan no ang ato winners, no, for this trivia question for today. Right, so congratulations to Alvin Nopal and Sir Ace Bandibas. And thank you so much also, no, for joining, no, sa ato programa. And I am inviting everyone to catch me every Monday and Friday 4 to 5 p.m. Oo, sa lain na pod nga topic no nga ato paghahisgutan. And invite your friends, and I hope nga na po tayo makatunan nga rin. Especially to my students, so sa katong wala naka-join nga ako mga estudyante karon, naka-save man ni siya, so you can watch this replay. Okay, inyo baya ni klase. Klase baya ni ninyo. Alright, so once again, congratulations to Alvin Nopal and Ace Bandibas. So i-PM sa ako later on ang inyong mga numbers, no, para matagaan na to og load. Alright, so that's all for today for our program, no? Oo, estudyante din ako si Alvin Nopal. Alright, so yeah. Once again, magkita-kita ta every Monday and Friday 4 to 5 in the afternoon. Thank you so much. Special thanks to the Information and Communication Technology Management Center, Sir Norman Villas and DYDC technicians Luis Prado and Arnel Gosela. On behalf of the DYDC Station Manager, Dr. Cristina A. Gabrillo, and Radio Engineer Sean Villagonzalo, this has been your host, Sir Raymond, saying bye for now, and once again, see you soon. Pwede Gcash. Alright, so happy Monday everyone. Bye, and Nico Pani ni Arako para nimo.
There's a song deep inside I can't erase. It's all about this amazing place, a home that we all can share. Listen to the music, see the sights to see.